Let's welcome in former men's national team star Charlie Davies, also co-host of the Call It What You Want podcast, men's national team centric. Charlie, great to be with you as always on the precipice of another World Cup here. Let's start with the co-host Mexico, opening up with South Africa under Javier Aguirre here. What interests you most about this particular version of the men's Mexico national team?
Tommy, it's a pleasure to be here. I'm so excited. I think what interests me the most is about the environment and the atmosphere around Estadio Azteca. This is the first stadium to host 3 separate World Cup editions. So when you think about the history of that stadium in particular, 1970, Pele wins there, 1986, Diego Maradona wins there. So just iconic World Cups, iconic players. And now we're in 2026 and Azteca's hosting another World Cup. And so I want to see what that means to the people of Mexico. And can that team thrive and set the tone in winning this first match, which I think they will be favorites. So ultimately, I want to see a vibrant crowd that turns up the rest of the tournament and puts a lot more pressure on the fans to bring their A games.
As someone who knows Mexico City Stadium or Estadio Azteca well, what's the most challenging thing getting acclimated to the fans and also to the elevation that they'll have to face?
Well, Tommy, it's a double whammy because not only is it the environment with the altitude, but it's the heat. Typically, what makes Mexico almost impossible to play against at Estadio Azteca is, one, the noise levels. So you can't communicate with your teammates. You can't hear your coaches, you can't hear your teammates on the pitch, no matter how close you are. Unless you're in their ear, you cannot hear them. So take out that factor of communicating with your teammates. Now it's the altitude. When you make long lung-busting runs, you can't recover. You just can't find the oxygen. So you never feel like you get back to a level of, okay, I'm ready for that next one. You're still recovering from the previous sprint or the few sprints that you made across the past 5-10 minutes of the opening it up in the match. And then on top of that, the heat. It is so hot and humid in Mexico City. That's one thing I remember. So when you combine all 3, it is a very difficult place to play. And so those South Africans are walking into the lion's den.